So last night, I had another dream, but that's what I'm trying to get across to people here. It was, as I've explained in a recent video, there's a big difference between a subconscious dream, a lucid dream, and getting out of body. And once again, the difference is, in a subconscious dream, everything is symbol rich. It has to be. It gives you images that hold an analog. It gives you a symbol of a peacock. It gives you a symbol of some organic system, something that has a tangible idea in the mind, like you know what it means, like it represents something. And so that's the subconscious mind speaking. But then as you become lucid, you become more aware. And in that lucid dream, you start to, you could be a lucid dream from a third party type of looking at yourself, or you could be from your own eyeballs. These are different types of parts of the lucid dream, but you're aware of your dream. So now all of a sudden, those symbols kind of fade away, and you start to play around in the dream. And then there's getting out of body, which is literally getting out of your physical body with your light body, or your second body, whatever you'd like to call it, and you would see yourself and then be in the same landscape as you are. And then there's this other thing. And right now I can just call it the other reality, the other thing, the dream I spoke about the other day with you. And it wasn't a dream. And I last night woke up, and it was, once again, absolutely no differentiation between this, what's happening here, and what was going on when I was in this dream, this thing, this other landscape, this other place. And I sat down at a bar with Neville Goddard. I sat down at a bar with him, and I was so astounded. He was sitting there talking to the bartender, and I sat down next to him, and I looked at him, and I was like, I knew who he was. And I said, well, who are you? He said, I'm Neville Goddard. I was like, wow. And it blew my mind. It was no different than this reality. And all of a sudden, because I was enamored, I was so excited, that the dream started to, or the place started to change. It seemed like there was a lesson in there for me. And as soon as I started to lose connection with self, there was this, somebody stepped by me and touched me, and I felt it, and I paid attention to that. And as I paid attention to that, the person took my phone and left another phone. And I was like, dude, give me my phone back. What are you doing? And he just laughed and he walked away. And I'm still sitting there next to Neville, not knowing what to do. Should I go get my phone from this person? Should I look at this other phone that they just left? And then all of a sudden the dream started to the place started to kind of change a little bit. All of a sudden I got my phone back. And it was this phone right here that I'm talking to you on. It is no different. Except for there was wads and wads of money in it from all over the world. Just places that I've never been. And passports and all sorts of things and identification to go places. I was like, what is this? And then I was so excited. I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then the dream started to dissipate. It just was like, it was too real. I was like, no way, this is exactly what I would have, this is what I should have. This is what I would want. And then the dream just dissipated. And I woke up, and it was, well, did I wake up or come back here? Didn't want to disconnect too much from this plane, this existence. So, what are these morals? What are these ideas that I try to convey? I mean, yes, they're definitely lessons to self, that I could have stayed there longer and been in that place, and how to relax the mind and enjoy the experience. But for everyone else listening, it runs the same thing, to like kind of relax and enjoy your experience, whatever it is. And that because that reality, or whatever that was, which again, it's it's so difficult to tell someone that doesn't dream, to people that haven't had an out-of-body experience, that people haven't been extremely lucid, where the crispness of the air and the heat of the sun and the smell of the thing, and they could read a book. If you've never had that, to be in a place that is exactly what you're doing right now, where you are, and to have that while you're, in a dream, you're just in another reality. You're on another dimensional plane. You've gone to New Earth. You've gone to whatever place you wanted. So it's hard to explain that to someone, but it's absolutely the truth. There's no other way. It's magical, just like this realm, and that's what the lesson is, I think, for everyone here. If you want me to just decode it for you, is like, this realm is just as magical as going into that place where I did and was able to create. But I was doing it at such a fast pace that fears, anxieties, worries, hopes, all of these things, hopes and dreams and aspirations and love and all of these things, they came so quickly that it was showing how quickly the mind could work on different planes. So if you don't get your mind right here, which is like, you have plenty of time to change the way that you think. And by changing the way you think, you change the results you get. It's nothing you need to do other than let go of things and ideas that you have of what the world is, and change it. You change it in your mind. The world doesn't exist outside of you. It exists completely in your mind. And so you get to create that, and then you step up a level and have maybe 2 timelines going, maybe a 3rd, maybe a 4th, who knows? Infinite, as they say, and Lakesh. Talk soon, y'all.